Hello there and welcome to Snow Watch. We've got more exciting weather on the way this week, possibly another named storm. It just depends what the Met Office think, but regardless of whether it gets a name or it's just weather, we look like we're going to have some wind and some snow. This is to be a snowstorm, especially for the north. So this video is only looking at that. It's going to look at Wednesday and look at Thursday, where we have the highest risk of snow. There's also wind alerts as well. Winds could gust to 60 miles an hour, possibly 70 miles an hour at the coast. But most significantly, a lot of snow is expected to fall, especially in western parts of Scotland. Low-lying areas could see anything up to about 10 centimetres, as long as you get away from the immediate coast, the immediate shore. You don't have to go too far inland to see some accumulations tomorrow evening and Thursday. And it looks like the snow could stick around for a day or two for many people. So it might be ideal sledging conditions. Who knows? The children will be delighted. I know that I certainly are. Let's have a look at what's going on. Let's show you some data. As I say, I'm just going to keep it to the snow and I'm going to keep it to the weather over the next couple of days, keeping it nice and simple. And we'll begin, as always, by having a little look at the Met Office and the weather warnings associated with the Met Office. So here we are, this is for Wednesday, and you can see on Wednesday we've got two warnings. We've got a wind warning for the northeast of England, southeast of Scotland, and we've got a snow and wind warning for much of Northern Ireland, western, central, southern and northern Scotland. You can see it nicely there. Let's show you Thursday, and we get rid of the wind warning, and we're just into the snow warning. Now, this storm hasn't been named simply because there are no amber warnings yet, but if the Met Office release an amber warning, then there's a good chance that this storm will have a name to it. And it is a different beast completely from the previous storms. Each storm is quite unique. It is coming in from the Atlantic, but there's some particularly cold upper air coming with it. And all that does is creates the instability of the atmosphere, especially in the west coast of Scotland, because the sea's a little bit warmer. Then those colder upper air temperatures really fuel convection, really get big, beefy, wintry showers going. There's a chance of lightning, thunder snow, hail, and snow to the lowest levels. It's whether it settles. So let's go into that detail, that warning, sorry, in a little bit more detail for you. Let me just show you this. With a little bit of luck. Let's just click on it afresh. So winds of up to 50 or 60 miles per hour and possibly 70 miles an hour at the coast. Blizzard conditions for the hills. There's no doubt about that. There's blizzard conditions there, and snow could get down to some pretty low levels actually in all areas there. So away from the immediate shoreline, we're looking at 2 to 5 centimetres of snow. 7 to 10 centimetres of snow is likely to build up even at low levels, and there could be as much as 20 to 30 centimetres of snow in that warning area over the hills there. It's likely to remain as snow for most of us on Thursday, but perhaps low-lying areas or next to the coast later on Thursday, the showers become a little bit more sleety. There is a chance of thunderstorm, and there is a chance of disruption due to this weather event. So just going to show you not much data, I promise, not too much, not my usual big full-on videos. Let me show you what's happening. This is a UK Met, and it's a UKV, so it's the highest resolution model. It gives us a little bit more detail, and let's run through. So here we are. Perhaps. Yay, here we go. Okay, so it showers today, and then we have this band of rain coming into the northwest overnight. You can see it there. It could be a squall band again, a squall line, with some really intense winds round about it, just suddenly whipping up and then calming down again behind the cold front. But you can see it's introducing colder air. You can see that with the purple, which represents snow. And there we go. Tomorrow afternoon, we're just watching that area of snow expand down into the central belt. So most of Scotland by this stage has been affected by some snow. And as we run on, you can see more showers through Wednesday evening, Wednesday night, the band of rain now sinking into the north of England with some snow undercutting in its back edge there. You can see that in the Pennines, with a wrath of very heavy snow showers coming into Scotland, affecting the central belt. Could get some streamers, some snow streamers out of this, where one shower after the next, if the wind is blowing them in your direction, there could be one shower after the next, and it could set up some snow streamers, and you could find that, you know, in a matter of an hour, you've got quite a decent little covering of snow. Just running it on. This is the wee early hours of Thursday morning, and you can see the snow showers continue. Now falling the snow down to quite low levels across northern England and Wales, as well as Scotland and the entire island of Ireland there. The snow showers just continue, as you can see. This is about rush hour on Thursday morning. You can see a lot of snow showers. They continue throughout Thursday and become a little bit lighter as we head into Friday. Friday looks like being a great day, probably the best day of the week, without a matter of doubt. Let me show you a couple of little parameters for snow. And the first thing I always look for is the 850 HPA temperature. So we're looking at the temperature about a mile up in the atmosphere here. And the general rule of thumb is when the 850s are below -5, there's a greater than 50% of snow reaching the lowest ground. So that's kind of rule of thumb. It certainly needs to be below 0 a mile up in the atmosphere to sustain snow. But if it's -5, just that mile up above our heads, then we've got a greater than 50% chance of snow coming down to the ground. So let's just look at the event. So let's start off on Tuesday. And you can see it's actually fairly chilly air at the moment, and that's why showers are wintry over the hills. There might be the odd flake of snow in those showers. But watch that milder, slightly less cold wad of air come in, the green colours there, -2s at 850 HPA. And then you can see the deeper blue colours coming into the northwest of Scotland by as early as tomorrow morning. And just watch that cold air mass engulf Scotland. There we go. This is 5 o'clock tomorrow evening, and you can see temperatures at 850 HPA down as low as -9 parts of the north and west of Scotland, -5 or 6 in the central belt. So this is when the showers will probably be turning wintry tomorrow, round about tea time. Let's run it on a little bit further and look, because this is like the snow line. You can see it really advancing, moving into the north of England now, covering Ireland, and just about to go into Wales. And we're looking at -9s. There's odd -10 here, which would most definitely support snow. Whatever comes out of the sky will be of snow when you get the temperatures down as low as -9, 8, 9s and 10s there. It's a very, very chilly air mass. And as I said at the beginning, thing is, it creates a lot of instability because when the sun comes out, it shines, and the sea, round about the coast, it's a bit warmer. There's a big temperature gradient between the sea surface temperature, which is maybe about 12 degrees just now, and those temperatures of -9 and a mile up into the atmosphere. That creates huge instability. That's why we might have some thunder snow tomorrow, and there could be some hail in there as well. But look how the cold temperatures do actually reach the south coast, just the southeast of England, escaping at this stage of the day. But running the sequence on a wee bit further, here we are, 8 o'clock Thursday morning. You can see the -5 isotherm down as far as London, and it's -9 in Wales, northern England, southern Scotland. Wow, that's a really cold air mass. You will absolutely notice that. And we stay pretty cold essentially. We stay quite cold even into Friday, although it's going to be a sunny day on Friday. Let me show you the dew points, because the dew points would always tell us where we're more likely to get snow. We really need the dew points to go down to freezing for there to be snow. So they're hovering just above freezing this evening, and that's why the snow's restricted to the hills. Watching the milder wad of air just coming in, overnight, and then the cold front coming through the country. And you can see behind the cold front, the blue colours there representing the sub-zero dew points. So this is 5 o'clock tomorrow, and we looked at the 850s and we said that just about on the cusp of snow for the central belt. And you can see that there with the dew points. Some of the dew points are 1, 2, there's a couple of zeros in there. So we're just on the cusp of being able to have snow at that point. But look what happens very quickly in the evening. These sub-zero dew points begin to flood down across the country. So the central belt is now below zero. You see some -6 there for the Highlands, -2 for Northern Ireland. And this colder air is just seeping down right into the entire country. You can see those very cold dew points. There's -6s, 7s there. And this is for 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. So Midlands southwards, it would still be a rain feature at this point. You need to pull the dew points down towards zero to get snow. But as you can see there, Wales certainly, and even the southeast of England, by lunchtime on Thursday, potentially could have some snow because dew points are below zero, and the 850s are below -5 as well. Let's have a wee look at the actual temperatures as you would read them on the thermometer. So we'll just get into the actual day itself. Oh, lovely. So these are the actual temperatures that you would record on your thermometer. And you can see tomorrow at lunchtime, cold for the north of Scotland, cold for the Highlands there, even sub-zero as early as that. 5 or 6 in the central belt, and about 8 or 9 further south. But watch what happens as this cold front sweeps through. Much colder temperatures. These are the temperatures on the ground, of course, beginning to flood down across the country. This 7 o'clock in the evening, on Wednesday evening, most of Scotland is sub-zero by this time, maybe just +1 degree or 2 degrees above zero, and the colder air seeping further south. And just watching that, there we go. Very harsh frost for Scotland. There's -4s and 5s there. All the towns and cities are below zero on at midnight on Thursday, and this is when we're going to be seeing the snow. So we've got a lot of support for this snow, because we've got the temperatures below zero, we've got the dew points below zero, and we've got the 850s under -5 degrees. So that's basically covering the parameters. The only thing I would say that if you're on the coast, the immediate coast, it could be a little marginal once again. I think snow will fall from the sky. There'll be slushy deposits about, go a little bit inland, and that will significantly build up. We could get a nice little surprise here from this. And because the winds aren't too extreme, maybe we'll be able to enjoy this. But you can see those cold temperatures. Hold on, frost overnight Thursday, icy patches for sure, and very cold over the cold snowfields of Scotland and Northern England. Here's your temperatures on Friday morning, and you can see quite a hard frost really for many parts of the country. This is 9 in the morning. Other than the heart of England, most places are rather frosty. And you see that Friday is a bright and sunny day, but it's quite chilly. Here's your temperatures for Friday afternoon, becoming warmer in the west, 5, 6 or 7. Not too bad further south, recovering to 7s or 8s, but still pretty chilly for the hills and the northeast of Scotland. Okay, so let's show you something else. Let's show you one final little thing. Let's show you a different model here. And this is accumulated snow from the GFS in centimetres. And you can see there's already snow in the Scottish hills. But there we go. If we have a look at that, 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. There's 4 o'clock, snow beginning to fall in the southern uplands, hills of Northern Ireland as well. Not at the coastal strip at this point. The coastal fringes are snow-free at this point, but just going in a little bit later into the evening. Here's midnight, and you can see that most of Scotland, other than the northeast, is covered with snow. Just running the sequence on, you can see the snow accumulating because it's overnight. This is 6 in the morning, and here is 9 in the morning. So just before the rush hour period, we're looking at 6 or 7 centimetres of snow in the central belt. 6 centimetres of snow for Edinburgh, perhaps 8 centimetres of snow for the likes of Stirling, 7 centimetres there for Ayrshire, and most of Scotland has got snow cover apart from where you're sheltered in the northeast of Scotland. Because this is coming from a westerly direction, you're more sheltered. Look how Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland, snow covered. Northern England's also snow covered, especially the northwest, and so too are parts of Wales, and even the hills of the southwest of England have got a little bit of lying snow according to the GFS. And if we run it on through the day on Thursday, I mean, you can see the snow's not going anywhere for Scotland, Ireland, and the northwest of England, or the hills of Wales. But if you're in central England, you might see a flake or two later in the day, but it's unlikely to hang around. Really large totals of snow. I can see 46 centimetres there, indicated for western parts of the Highland. So it looks to be quite a significant weather event. I think there's going to be a lot of snow around, very heavy convective showers, possibly thunder, snow, and hail. And the snow can quite quickly pile up. What we're looking out for is a few of those snow streamers coming in from the west when it's band after band of showers. And if you happen to be aligned with those snow streamers, then you could have up to 10 centimetres of snow in low-lying areas and up to 30 centimetres of snow on the hills. So do take care. The Met Office is likely to update this. They've kept us so well and safe, haven't they, with these recent storms, whether it's a named storm or otherwise. I'm not sure because the impacts aren't right across the country, and also you need an amber warning really for it to be a named storm. But name or no name, it's going to do the business, and it's going to bring us quite a bit of snow, especially to western parts of Scotland. Okay, I'll keep you updated on the channel. I hope you're having a great day, and thanks so much for checking out my video as always. See you again soon. Bye for now.